The poll shows an overwhelming number of Pakistanis oppose U.S. military action in their country. 74% say they oppose unilateral U.S. action against insurgent militants hiding out in Pakistan's federally administered tribal areas known as FATA. Nick Schmidl of the New America Foundation says the recent decrease in the number of militant attacks in Pakistan's major cities could be driving the higher disapproval ratings.
It still is affecting life in the tribal areas. It still is affecting the security forces, but it's no longer affecting citizens in Lahore and Karachi who are perhaps 6 months ago may have been scared to tell their son to go, buy mangoes in the market or whatever.
The poll also shows that anti-American sentiment among Pakistanis remains high because of sporadic airstrikes by the U.S. against militant hideouts inside Pakistan. The Foundation's terrorism analyst, Peter Bergen, says the anti-U.S. sentiment is also part of what he calls a traditional conspiracy culture in Pakistan. He says Pakistanis earlier saw arch-rival India as responsible for internal violent attacks. But now he says the U.S. is seen as a problem, in part because Washington supports dialogue with the militants in Afghanistan, but not in Pakistan.
In fact, one of the most successful things that we've done in Afghanistan is the amnesty program that we have for the Afghan Taliban. Thousands of people have taken advantage of this.
The president of Terror Free Tomorrow, Kenneth Bollen, says most Pakistanis favor negotiation rather than a military crackdown against the militants because citizens have lost faith in their own army.
The support for extremism is really quite soft, actually, when you peel away the numbers. And it's more of a protest vote, I think, over current conditions than anything else. So the numbers are not as bleak as they seem on the surface.
Washington has promised a $750 million assistance package for the government's social and economic programs in the FATA region. But Schmidl says the irony is that the region right now is in total control of the militants.
In speaking with State Department officials, they seem pretty confident that they have some people in Peshawar that are confident go-betweens. But the problem is that, in Mohmand Agency, in North Waziristan and South Waziristan, the militants are dictating where the money gets spent.
Bollen says government aid for the tribal region only is not the solution, that Washington must help build a civil and democratic society across the whole country.
People of Pakistan do share our values. They want a democracy. They want an independent judiciary. They want an economy that's thriving.
Bollen says the poll shows that despite their antipathy toward America, 2/3 of Pakistanis want increased American investment, free trade, educational aid, and an increase in U.S. visas for the Pakistanis. If the U.S. does so, the poll says, it would bring about a stunning improvement in Pakistani opinion toward the U.S. Ravi, Khanna, VOA News.